life, what is it for? Oh, this life, what is it for? Acting to badai, acting hashi, acting to badai, acting hashi. Sorry. Oh, this life, what is it for? This life is one journey like a flowing river. I wonder. One day I fall, and the next day, there's joy and laughter. This is the retelling of spontaneous lives. My life is made of stories. Stories are my life. But what is this life that we live? It's a journey of memories, colour, music, rhythm. People are the rhythm of life. It's also a sharing. We work this thing together, you and I. And objects, like I have in these boxes, which I encourage you to come and look and pick up. And through it, I'll tell you the story. Because the objects help to retell the achievements we make together. So would anybody like to come and have a look at the box? Does anyone you want? Ah. 3 pictures. This is this one is a picture actually. It looks like 2 hippies. My friend Rad, who was an actor himself, was doing a film dressed up. It's actually not of the 60s, but I was born in the 60s. Those 2 pictures are pictures of when I was at school in England. We arrived here, and England was very strange and cold and different, but it's been a great place to live, a great place to meet people. When I was at school, they made me head boy of my primary school, and I don't know, I didn't think I was clever, but I wanted to impress everyone. I wanted to be someone, It didn't always go down well with my friends. And they teased me and made fun of me. But then, here I was. My father was a doctor. He was trained to be a surgeon. He was Mohammed Faisal Abul Kalam, the son of Munshi of Jodhpur, who was the inspector of the river police. And wherever my father went to study to be a surgeon, we used to follow him around, or we sometimes lived in London. So I lived in Loggerheads, Newcastle on the Line. I lived in Southport, where we met Mrs. Wilson. And at Mrs. Wilson's house, I met her granddaughter. And we created a great big friendship, and we used to play together, and we used to put on impromptu magic shows for the rest of the family. I remember another time, she used to keep sweets in one of her cupboards downstairs in the parlour, and she knew that if I wasn't playing because of the train set up in the attic, I'd sneak down into one of the cupboards, and there I'd find a sweet, and I'd take one and I'd eat it. And then I'd pretend that I...
Forgive me for just leaping in. My name is Jamie Wang, and I'm not trying to just take control of it. I was asked to come along tonight to maybe say a few words. And the first thing I'd like to say is absolute and amazing congratulations to Reka for putting this together. What I find astonishing about this show is how it has worked within the space, within this factory, within this workshop, this show space, and how honest it feels. I've just got the training from London, from Marylebone, and I know the London art scene very well. I know how cynical it is, and how manipulative it is, and how careerist it is. And to come all the way to High Wycombe, which is about as far as the White Cube as you can get, and to find incredibly thoughtful, incredibly passionate, very honest artwork being made that isn't trying to manipulate any marker. It's actually as honest as it can be. And that I find quite beautiful. The performance that happened, I'd love to talk about now, but I feel we need to get Philip and Callie back. I guess they're just having a quick shower or clean up first. But that was so beautiful. That was so, they talk about the discomfort of sharing these materials of the clay, but there was something incredibly tender about that. There was something really beautiful and tender about the way they caressed each other's bodies to either cover or clear the clay away. And there was a black and white. It was all about black and white. And there's a theme that runs through this whole show, which I know Raker has worked hard at, which is this thing, the rework thing. There's a bleed that's happening, and it hasn't gone down, it's gone up. I don't know if any of you have gone down to the workshop downstairs where the kids work with a guy called Jay downstairs, but there's a very definite bleed that's coming up from downstairs to what's happening around here, about a re-engagement, a rethinking, a reworking, a reliving, a re-enlivening of seemingly throwaway or dead materials that have lives that we perhaps didn't appreciate they had in the first place. Which takes me to Rory, who finds bits and pieces of material, old thrown away stuff that is junk, that will be quite easily labelled as junk, and he sees within that ideas that there is